Are you approaching retirement and you're just feeling unsure about what to expect, how to prepare, and it's just confusing? You're not alone. Many Canadians over the age of 55 find themselves confronting the same concerns. And a lot of our clients that are coming to us, they have very similar questions. Questions like, will I have enough money to live comfortably? How will I manage my healthcare? What if I outlive my savings? These questions can be daunting and so overwhelming that it could paralyze you. I don't want you to have anxiety about the future. So instead, let's look at things that we can consider today. Let's look at the solutions ahead. What we can do is help you glean an understanding about planning and the challenges that you might run into. And I can do that today by discussing the top 10 things Canadians often forget when they start looking into retirement. Stay tuned, because what you could pick up today could really make your retirement years the best ones yet. The first thing is retirees forget to update their budget. As you transition into your retirement, your spending habits and your expenses are very likely to change. You might have new categories of spending, such as travel or hobbies, and some expenses might go down, like commuting costs. But on the other hand, there's going to be new pieces there that you should be willing to spend more when you get your retirement started. By regularly revisiting your budget, it'll help ensure that you're not overspending or depleting your savings too fast or much faster than you planned. It's also a good way to track if what you're spending actually aligns with your retirement goals. Point number 2, a lot of Canadians entering retirement forget to take the time to consciously decide when to apply for public pensions or government pensions. In Canada, you have the option to start receiving the Old Age Security in Canada Pension Plan right on time. CPP, you can even take it as early as 60. At OAS, you can have that at 65. However, the sooner you start, the lower your monthly benefit is. On the other hand, if you are able to delay them, the benefits that you receive get higher over time. The decision depends on your personal situation, including your health, your financial needs, and your other retirement goals. The third item that Canadians neglect is tax credits. Maybe it's not necessarily neglecting it, but they're just unclear about it. You may not be aware of what tax credits you're eligible for after retirement. For instance, the age amount is a tax credit available for individuals aged 65 and older at the end of the taxation year. And the pension income amount allows you to claim up to $2,000 per year of credit when you're making eligible pension withdrawals. There's also the disability tax credit, which is a misnomer. A lot of Canadians still believe that that's only for individuals that are disabled, but as you get older, you face a lot of health challenges that could get you to qualify for the disability tax credit, even if you don't consider yourself disabled. We have videos talking about those specific tax credits. You can see them in the link right there. These are just a few of the examples that we have when it comes to tax planning and tax credits. Be sure to consult with a professional that understands your situation so that they can help you qualify for the credits that you are eligible for. Point number 4 is they forget to review their insurance needs. As you age, your insurance needs change. For example, you may now need to focus on health-related coverages and less on life insurance. If you have children that were independent or that were dependent when they were younger, now they will be financially stable, hopefully, and they can manage to go on without your financial support. But just because you're retiring doesn't mean you automatically cancel all your life insurance. For example, if you have one spouse that has a significant pension, you need to understand what survivor benefits are available to you. Would you still have the same lifestyle if either of you were gone? That's one reason to maintain life insurance in retirement, is there's going to be a potential for inequities of where you're sourcing your retirement income from. You may also want to consider long-term care insurance, which can cover the cost of a care home or a nursing home. But you really have to do that early because the costs for those get prohibitive. Point number 5. What if they decide to continue working after retirement, whether that's part-time, freelance, or just ongoing consulting? It's important to understand how this extra income might affect your taxes and retirement benefits. For instance, if you're receiving CPP but you continue to work, you can opt for the post-retirement benefit. It allows you to contribute to the CPP and receive higher benefits in the future. However, you really need to understand whether it's worth it for you to do that or not. Point number 6, they forget that they can split pension income with their spouse. Pension income splitting or pension sharing is a tax saving strategy where you can transfer up to 50% of your eligible pension income to your spouse or common law partner for tax purposes. This can help lower your overall taxes, the taxes that you both pay combined. Additionally, if you and your spouse both contributed to the CPP, you may also be eligible to share the CPP pensions. But again, consider what the implications are. Look ahead. Point number 7, don't forget to protect yourself against financial fraud and elderly abuse. Unfortunately, seniors can often be targets for financial scams. The way to protect yourself from this is put measures in place now while your cognitive abilities are still there. It's important to stay informed about different types of fraud and how you can protect yourself from it. For instance, be wary of unsolicited calls, emails, and all those phishing emails asking for personal information. Or on the other hand, there's going to be people approaching you promising extraordinarily high rates of returns. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. Point number 8. Another thing that people forget is they forget to plan for a potential loss of financial independence, or at least cognitive independence. This may come at a time when you're no longer able to manage your finances due to health reasons, or maybe you're just out of the country for a prolonged period of time and you're not able to make changes to your accounts. To prepare for this, consider setting up a power of attorney. This is a legal document that allows someone you trust to manage your finances while you're unable to do so. I have to add, when you're going through this process, be sure that the healthcare directive is also there. This stops the family from infighting if you're unable to make healthcare decisions for yourself. Number 9. Don't forget to update your will. Retirement is something to look forward to. It's a great transition, right? But remember that as you transition to a different phase of life, you might need to make changes on your will and update your wishes. You might need to make changes based on your current situation, your wishes such as a new grandchild, or maybe there's a change in financial situations. Maybe you have a windfall, or maybe there's a reduction in what you are now able to leave as an inheritance to your children. If you have it named in an outdated will where one of the kids will inherit the house because the RRSPs are going to be designated to somebody else and you thought that they're equal, what happens if you pass during a time where the house has appreciated but the RRSPs have been depleted? There's going to be inequity. So as your financial situation changes, consult with a legal professional that can help you ensure that your will meets all the legal requirements and it truly reflects your wishes. Point number 10, consider where you'll live and the associated costs of not just moving, but what would it cost to stay there? From face value, it seems like it's a good idea to move to the Maritimes because some of the things there are still cheaper. Housing is cheaper, at least from a high level. However, what you don't realize is the property taxes are different when you move into these more rural areas. There's also a lot more administrative charges from the government because there's just less people to carry the cost of running the community. So that's one hidden cost that we've encountered. We've had clients that move to the Maritimes that are asking us to redraft their plans to come back to Alberta. There's a real cost in moving. We have a video addressing which province is probably best for you to retire in, but frankly, that's a life decision first before a tax and a cost decision. So you may choose to stay in your current home or downsize to a smaller home. That's another consideration when it comes to where you live. Each option has its own financial implications. Maybe you decide to maintain a mortgage. Maybe you decide to just rent. Maybe you decide to move into a condo complex where there's more maintenance fees. Property taxes is also important for you to consider. So if you're considering living part of the year outside of Canada, there are also other factors like travel insurance, healthcare, and exchange rates. So if you're thinking about being mobile or extending your stay in warmer climates, don't forget about the hidden costs of that. So there you have it. Those are the top 10 things Canadians often forget when they're planning for retirement. Retirement is a big step, and it's not just about deciding when to stop working. It involves planning thoughtfully and making decisions to ensure a smooth and a comfortable transition into your next stage of life. Don't forget, it's never too early or too late to start planning for your retirement. With the right steps and the right considerations, you can ensure that you have a secure and enjoyable retirement, living the life that you've worked hard to earn. If you found this information helpful, be sure to share it with your friends, like and subscribe for more insightful tips and information. In conclusion, retirement isn't the end of the road for you. It's just the beginning of a new journey. So plan wisely, live happily, and enjoy your retirement to the fullest. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care. Have a happy retirement. Happy planning. We have more helpful content right here. Bye.